Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to have one last look at the AGL Rosé before his EZA. This is something I decided to do for the Tech Merge Zamasu just before his EZA. It was a random idea that I had. It's something that I hadn't really seen a lot of other people do, and I did say in the video that if it was something that you guys thought was at least somewhat interesting, then I would potentially do it again for the future EZAs that come along. And I got a couple of comments saying that people thought it was an interesting idea, so here we are again to do it for the AGL Rosé. So we are literally just going to have a look and see how he performs on this team, and then after his EZA I will actually do the first showcase video with the exact same team on the exact same event, and then we can directly compare. The Merge Zamasu one was pretty good because we got to see an example of him a certain way into the fight taking super attacks and like normal attacks from certain units, and then we were able to see that in both versions and directly compare, because obviously before I record the second showcase I'm going to go back and watch this video and just take note of like some of the numbers and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get him to attack here. This is one of his best rotations on this team. So obviously the Supreme Kai of Time, very good support unit. I also feel like this Tech Zamasu and Black LR 1.6, that's not bad, could get a new lease of life with this guy getting his EZA. Kind of like the Physical Trunks LR did with the EZA for the Physical Gallic Gun Trunks, because running those two together like makes that Physical Trunks so much better. And I feel like depending on what upgrades they give to this AGL Rosé, he could potentially make the Tech Black and Zamasu really good again. So that'll be very interesting to see. So let's talk about what he does. So obviously he's been around for a long time. He came out on Global on the 14th of April 2017. So over 3 years ago this man came out, and he's finally getting his EZA. I can imagine that like a lot of EZAs, like the Gogeta and Janemba for example, he will probably completely replace the STR Rosé. But the STR Rosé, for those of you who've been around the channel for quite a while, I considered him one of the best TURs in the game for quite a while after he came out, just because of the sheer amount of things that he does and provides to the teams that he's on. So this Rosé, obviously extreme class, key +3, HP attack and defense 50%. It will of course go up to 4 key and HP attack and defense 80%. That's the other thing though, we know that because of that's what Vegito Blue got, but at the time of recording we still don't know exactly what he does post EZA. So actually let me see who he links with best. So 1.66 and then okay, yeah, so they have all the same attack links, because I'm really interested to see what this rotation is going to be like, because the Tech Merge Zamasu made AGL Zamasu much better because it made up for his lack of defense with the fact that the Tech Merge Zamasu EZA gives everybody, well, it gives the extreme allies, should I say, a big defensive buff. So hopefully that can be something that they incorporate into this AGL Rosé, because currently his passive is attack 100% and then extreme class allies key +3 at the start of the turn. So when he came out, that was godly, because obviously when Vegito Blue and Rosé came out, they were like the first big shift in the meta away from mono teams. Like we just had all the 70% leads, and then we got the ability to run like what we called back then rainbow teams, because it was all units of different colours. And the fact that he gave 3 key kind of made up for the fact that like extreme sometimes didn't have the best links depending on who you wanted to put on the team, whereas super, like pretty much every other unit had prepared for battle, so it was a lot easier to do that. So Rosé giving 3 key from his passive was really advantageous, and you could build the team. It was easier to build the team with units that would function well together in terms of like attack power, but didn't necessarily have the best key links. So obviously nowadays in the current meta, the fact that he doesn't give himself any defense is one of the huge drawbacks. It's exactly the same for the Tech Mode Zamasu before his EZA. So I feel like defense is something that they really need to give. So he has 100% attack. I could see that going up to a maximum of 120, probably no higher. But honestly, what I think I would like to see is keep the attack at 100% and then give him defense maybe 80%. I mean, you could go with 100, but bear with me. Maybe defense 80%, and then change the extreme class allies key 3 to being key 3 and attack and defense 20%, because then obviously he gives that to himself as well, so it makes up for the fact that the defense is only 80% and not 100. I mean, they could go ahead and just give him 100 and then still do attack and defense 20%, which would be a huge boost for him and of course everyone on the team. And then one thing I actually did think of just before recording, which would actually make him a godly unit, because when you consider that we are in the categories now and have been for quite some time, they've been making a bit of a shift towards separating the categories between super and extreme, like the fact that Tech Mode Zamasu only buffs extreme Realm of Gods allies, like AGL Zamasu is an extreme type unit who is a Realm of Gods leader, and then Physical Beerus, who will be coming out for global, has a passive that's based around super type allies and obviously releases alongside a new Whis. They're kind of splitting them into the two typings, so I feel like maybe they won't do this, but something that would make this Rosé absolutely insane was if they just drop the extreme part of his support passive. Like if they did give him key 3 and 20% attack and defense, but then they make it all allies instead of just extreme allies. Like, think how good he would be then, because you could run him on Patara, you could run him on Future, you could basically every single category he's on. Realm of Gods, Patara, Future, Time Travelers, and then I guess Diabolical Villains. We don't have that yet, but it's all extreme types anyway. But all of those other teams, he would then instantly become like a top tier pick to bring as a support unit, even if you didn't want to run him on main rotation. Like if you wanted to run a Realm of Gods team that after the anniversary, for example, has both the blue fusions, has LR Ultra Instinct, has physical Vegito Blue, you could run them as your main rotations and then still run this Rosé on the team, because he still provides a support to everybody else on the team. So that was something, like I say, that I kind of only just really thought about, but like whilst I don't think they will do that, that would make him so good. Like if you just drop that extreme part, like I would run him. Like I said this on Twitter earlier today, but one of the reasons I am very happy that this unit is going to be coming back into the meta is I really like his super attack animation. I know it's nothing special, but I think actually I'm going to go ahead and put him in the first slot here. I want to see the kind of damage he takes. See, he only has 50,000 defense, and then AGL Zamasu only has 50,000 defense, but he at least has damage mitigation. So I'm actually not going to put him in the front slot, because if we get super attack we could die. Actually no, do it. Let's do it. I can always restart and cut the footage together, but I want to see how much damage he's going to take, because then I can make this a point to show in the after EZA video as well, and see how much damage he takes from this AGL Vegeta once he's actually gotten his EZA. So yeah, see, 47k from a normal attack. But yeah, I've always loved this. He like gives them a few punches, throws some key blasts, boom, impales them, blasts them away off of the blade. Like, I think that's awesome. Like, obviously it's not as crazy as some of the ones that we have now, but like I always thought that was super cool when he first came out. So very happy that we are going to be getting to use him again and seeing that super attack animation a little bit more. I am a big fan. So Rosé, he's still okay. I wouldn't say he's done badly in this showcase. I mean, we don't really want to be taking 47k from normal attacks, but other than that, I would say he still is pretty decent. So yeah, I am very, very excited to see like what his EZA is going to bring. So let's go ahead and finish this off here. We should, I would imagine, finish off Vegeta with this Dokkan attack, especially because we have the World Tournament base Goku Black on rotation for the 40% support. So I can imagine this is going to be a pretty good attack stat that we see right here from Merge Zamasu. So obviously in the post EZA video, I'll try and get the Dokkan attack with AGL Rosé, but yeah, almost 3.1 million attack stat on you, and we got type advantage, so come on, he's got to take him out, right? Get out of here. Crit, maybe? Yeah, okay. 6.6 mil crit. There you go. So, goodbye, Vegeta. And, yeah, so Rose, actually let's let him take some hits from this physical trunks. I mean, they're probably going to be around the same kind of damage anyway, but let's also put you in the middle and let you pop off a little bit. Yeah, we'll give you those, and then, you know what, let's just do this as well, why not, since this will be the final turn. Right, big purple swole arm, let's go. I guess we'll just grab these for you. So no support on the rotation. Oh, we're going to take a super attack straight away. This could be bad. Yeah, 220k. But he's got a 1.7 on the attack stat, which, again, with no support unit on the rotation, is pretty good, considering, like, he's not a slouch offensively, so they don't need to do a huge amount more with his passive. I mean, he's obviously going to get the extra 5 super attack levels, the extra base levels to up to 140, so that number's just going to go up anyway, even if they didn't change his passive at all. But yeah, very decent, and I am very much looking forward to seeing how he's going to turn out. So let me know, what do you think down below in the comments? What would you do if it was up to you? I mean, obviously within reason, they're not going to make him stupidly broken LR level best unit in the game, but he has the potential to be incredibly strong. And then let me just quickly show you, this is the build. I went for a pretty standard AGL unit damage dealer, so full crit and then additional. Actually, funnily enough, so this unit came out when the potential system had pretty much first come to global, and I pulled, I think, 2 dupes of him fairly quickly. So yeah, this was back in the day before even I started like to worship at the Church of Level 3 Dodge. So maybe if I do actually get another copy at some point, I should probably change that and give him free dodge. But I guess we'll see what they do with his EZA. So, oh, the only other thing I didn't mention is his super attack. He already does immense damage and he just greatly lowers defense. So you can't really get, well, I guess you can get massively, but I don't think I'd give him massively lowered his defense. Something I would like to see though, make that greatly lowers attack and defense. That would be very, very good. But again, they're not going to give him all of these crazy things that I've mentioned. But I mean, maybe they will. I mean, Vegito Blue is insanely good, right? And one thing I said on Twitter as soon as this guy was announced, Vegito Blue's EZA was incredibly good, and this guy is the extreme counterpart to Vegito Blue. They released at the same time, dual Dokkan Fest. They are like the mirror units of each other, so I would hope that his EZA is going to be just as big of an improvement. Now, I don't mean that he literally is just going to be as good as Vegito Blue and it would be hard to decide which one is the better unit, but all I mean is he needs to get an improvement that was just as good as the improvement that Physical Vegito Blue got. So I guess we're going to find out. I do have work tomorrow, so I can't stream the EZA as soon as it drops. I'll have to stream it later on in the evening. But if I do, if they hopefully will get a data download and they'll post the information about what he does before I go to work. And if so, I will record a very quick video to talk about what he does. And we'll see if any of my predictions were correct, and obviously yours as well if you let me know them in the comments down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord, the link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.